Hi everyone, welcome to our latest State of the Platform online session. Quick thought experiment. What if your entire weekly promo campaign could be built straight from your product feed, without anyone opening any design software ever? In today's retail world, the level of automation decides whether you hit the market first or play catch up forever after. We'll show how CHILI GraFx turns product and campaign data into full-fledged multi-channel visuals powered by AI and smart business logic. I'm here with Wart, our Chief Product Officer. Hey Wart.
It is.
And as always, Raf is ready on standby in our Parisian studio. Raf, are you ready for the upcoming demos?
Hey everybody. Yes, 100% ready and everything's set up, and I can't wait to show you what we've got in store.
Okay, thank you, Raf. We'll be back with you soon. Wart, we've been talking about retail and challenges for retailers lately a lot. Why is the production of graphics, multi-channel graphics based on product data, so mission critical lately?
Well, as you know, as a retailer, they're always working on the next campaign, typically weeks ahead of time. These campaigns are not about a single product. They're typically promoting 50, 100, 200 products. And those promotions are triggered by, for example, stock keeping. They're triggered by end of life of products, expiration dates, commercial agreements with suppliers, or countering promotions of competition. So marketing is preparing that. And then we have to go through production. So typically then designers start to produce these assets. It takes some time, and in that time a lot can change. So that triggers again changes to the data because, for example, certain products are no longer available, or competition actually made a better offer. So that constant back and forth is delaying us. So the shorter we can produce those graphics before the go live, the less chance we have to review and make changes again.
Clear.
So that's really what we're trying to solve here. And so we have two solutions for that. On one hand, we built a smart design that responds to data. On the other hand, we can connect that design to a data source so we can produce these graphics on the fly.
Excellent. Raf, let's have a look at how we build a smart template that can take in data from a connected data source. Over to you.
Thanks, guys. On my screen is a single smart template linked to that data set. The data set contains columns for product name, SKU, price, promo type, image link, but also for sustainability elements. These elements in the data set will drive the visibility of icons on the design. So I've linked the basic info to the elements on the design, things like product name, regular price, discounted price, images, etc. And so the next step is the sustainability icons. I ask Graphics Genie in plain English, display the correct sustainability icon when the toggle is on. And then in run mode, I'm going to check that everything responds the way it's supposed to. And as you can see, icons pop in and out exactly as the data tells it to. So next up, image fit. So some shots don't frame too nicely. And so this is a good example of where AI can help. I select the frame, hit AI Smart Crop, and GraFx Studio centers the focal point. Next part of the automation is auto-selecting the right deals. So whatever deals you've got going on, you can include them in GraFx Studio. So here, for instance, we've got things like lowest price, under $10, and sale. And so with Graphics Genie, I can just use a simple prompt to display different deals. And so that's the logic. Now, since we're working with data, when the data comes in for a particular product, the design is going to adapt. And it's as simple as that. Logic on one side, data on the other. Put them together with GraFx Studio, and you've got automated graphic production. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Raf. Wart, template is now ready to take in data. We see the icon swapping, we see AI resizing, different discount types being selected. Why is this such a leap forward?
Well, what we see with some semi-automated solutions is that they select the template, they select the design based on the data. So for specific promotions, they have specific templates. For specific channels and specific sizes, they each have their specific design. Same for languages and so on. So they have a multitude of templates. They have to maintain all these templates. That's already hard. But also there's more work in the data needed, because in the data we'll need to indicate which design to choose for which promotion and which output actually. So what we do is we have one smart template that responds to the incoming data. It adapts to the promotion, it adapts to the channel and to the specific size. So one data source, one template, multitude of assets being generated. The entire campaign is actually generated from one single template.
Right, and we're talking print, digital, animated. So one smart template, multi-channel campaign output, ready to go.
Indeed, and maybe we can ask Raf to show us how easy it is to add multiple channels into a single template.
Cool, bring it on, Raf.
Yes, absolutely. We've got everything for the campaign in a single template. So each layout in this smart template relates to a touch point in the customer journey. We can run display campaigns, but also social campaigns. We've got a product here, but we can just target different demographics. And as you can see, we can switch the lifestyle and the headline. For customers visiting our store, let's go with OOH. So let's generate a billboard, let's say in the parking lot or at the front. The second they enter the store, we can show them a ceiling hanging poster or even a screen, and obviously we can animate it. As they're walking through the aisles, we can get them focused on different products with promo signs. Let's add a product tag and top it all up with a pickup tag while we're at it. This is it. One template for everything. So it doesn't matter what touch points or customer profile or channel, or whether you're going for display ads or in-store signs, you can do it all right here. You just connect your data and your design adapts.
Bart, let's put some numbers into this equation, because some of our customers are using CHILI GraFx in support of 200 products on a weekly basis. And then you can say, well, it's only 200 products, but it's multiplied by the number of asset types that you need, the number of channels that you feed with these assets, because you have your digital signage, you have your e-commerce, you have your print point of sale, sometimes social media. Our customers do many, many things with these smart templates. So that really becomes a game at scale. How can CHILI GraFx support that level of production?
Well, there's two ways, of course. You can, as a designer, you can use Graphics Studio as a production tool. So you can go in, you can open a template, connect it to a data source, switch to run mode, and actually produce all these assets. Or Graphics Studio is actually built to be embedded into workflows. You can embed Graphics Studio into your own workflow or build a new workflow for this. Both options are possible.
Excellent. Let's go back to Raf and have a look at both modes of execution with CHILI GraFx. Raf?
Okay, so first and foremost, CHILI GraFx allows you to do a full run in the application. Obviously, we're going to need data. And that data can be pulled in through a data connector. Actually, our data connector framework lets you import from a PIM, CRM, CDP, or any structured data source. So option one, I can initiate the production from the template. The dataset is prepared by the marketing team, and the template pulls in the data and starts the production of the assets. Option two, we could also run this without human intervention. Today, building a workflow is accessible to anyone, and even I can do this, and I'm not even a developer. So here's an example of a workflow. We use N8N, but this could be any workflow tool out there. This will generate assets and send them directly to the company DAM. They're all ready to be used and in line with brand guidelines. The workflow has rendered all campaign materials, named, added metadata, and stored where downstream systems expect them. You don't have to stop there. You can have your print-ready files sent straight to your print fulfillment partner and push animations for digital signage straight to the queue of the digital signage. In the same go, you can push the creatives to your social channels. All done. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Raf. Bart, very strong presentation again. Smart template takes in data, automated workflow, automated multi-channel production of assets. How do you recap today's demos?
Well, if you're always running weeks ahead of go live, there's a high chance that things change during that time. So time is of the essence here. So on one hand, we could say to our people, work faster, work harder, but that also introduces the risk of going off-brand and not being consistent anymore. So with a setup like this, we solve both problems. On one hand, we are always consistent, always on brand. And on the other hand, we can produce assets instead of weeks. We can reduce that to days, potentially even hours.
Excellent. Thanks for the recap. Are you ready to link your retail data to smart templates and your workflow? Grab a free discovery environment or request a demo, and we'll walk you through your first automated campaign. Thanks for joining this State of the Platform session, and see you next time.